Hello everyone. In this video we're going to start the structural relations in syntax. The structural relations between the nodes in the syntactic tree. So we're going to focus on three structural relations. The first one is domination. Then we have something called precedence, and the last one is second. And for this video, we have only one structural relation, which is the domination. Before going through the details for this this relation, I'll tell you something about the domination. So once we say domination, we means by control. So there is something control something. So because of this control, because of this dominance, it means that it must be here in the upside. Okay, then it controls or it dominates something here in the downside, and this relation will come in a vertical destination. So it will come something like from up to down in a vertical destination. So you have to put in your mind, once we say domination, this relation will happen in a vertical destination from up to down, and it has to do with no reverse destination. That is to say, it is not necessary to have a reverse side like this one, okay, from down to up. Let's go ahead now to see what is the meaning of dominance. So something we will get like a tree, a syntactic tree. Suppose that we have this tree. Okay, so the mother is labeled as A, and the two daughters are labeled as B and C. And suppose that we have here something called D and F, and here we have E, for instance, and after E we have G, for example. Okay, so in domination, let's go ahead with the file. So dominance or domination means A dominates B if and only if A is higher up in the tree than B. Okay, and if you can trace a branch from A to B going only downwards. So what we mean by here is that A dominates B if A is higher up. It is in the upper location than B and C, whether we're talking about B or C or whatever. And we can trace a line from A to B only downwards. So this means that A dominates B and A dominates C. Okay. Yes, in other words, this relation is vertical, as I've told you before, from up to down, and it is not reverse relation. What is the meaning of it is not reverse relation? I can't say, it means I can't say C dominates A. This is not applicable or not acceptable, actually, because if I say C dominates A, it means that I have to go from down to up in this way, and this is actually not acceptable with this structural relation. So yeah. Now in domination, we're talking about two types. We have the exhaustive domination and the immediate domination. Before going through these details, I'll get you like something in brief. So once we're saying exhaustive, what is the meaning of exhaustive? It means that it controls the whole. So exhaustive means that this mother, I mean node A, exhaustively dominates B, C, I mean its daughters, and the whole of its their sons and grandsons. So A, we can say A exhaustively dominates B, E, G, C, D, and F. In other words, it dominates the whole nodes below it or under it. This is the meaning of exhaustive domination. So node A exhaustively dominates a set of terminal nodes provided it dominates all the members of the set, so that there is no members of the set not dominated by A. All of them are dominated by this mother. And there is no terminal node G dominating by A that is not a member of the set. It is like the dominance of root node to all nodes under it. Okay, let's go ahead to see some other examples within the same tree. We can say, for instance, B is the mother of E. So B exhaustively dominates E and G. In other words, B dominates its daughter and its grandson. Okay, C dominates F and D. In other words, it dominates its daughter and grandson, or the daughters here only. Okay, the other one is called immediate domination. Immediate domination means node A immediately dominates node B if there is no intervening node that is dominated by A but dominates B. I'll tell you what is the meaning of immediate. Immediate domination, it means direct. In other words, we will get something like this. A, and here we have B, and here we have C. Now the B, or let's say in syntactic books, in sometimes they are calling the intervening node as G. So suppose that we have A, G, and C. G is called the intervening node. It comes in between A and C. Okay, I can say simply that A dominates G and C. It dominates, it exhaustively dominates all nodes that come under it. But if I come to the C, if I want to say A dominates C, I have to say that it dominates C, but not immediately. Not immediately. Why? Because there is an intervening node here. I can say that A dominates G immediately, G dominates C immediately, but A does not dominate C immediately because there is something intervening it. Okay, let's go ahead with this one. I mean the tree that we have here before. Okay, so simply I can say A exhaustively dominates B, E, G, C, D, and F. A immediately dominates only B and C. C immediately dominates D and F. There is no intervening node between them. B immediately dominates E. B exhaustively dominates E and G. B does not immediately dominate G because there is an intervening node between them, which is the E node. Okay, so this is the meaning of immediate domination. That is all for the domination. Goodbye.